Shalom Yeladim, it's Mora, Shira, and
Etsy.
And we're crafting with you. This activity is completely optional. You do not have to do it. Etsy had the idea that some of you are home and we didn't get to do the regular Pesach projects that we do at school. So she had the idea to come up with some crafting projects that we can do using supplies that most of you have at home. So the first thing that we're going to make that Etsy designed, tell everyone, Etsy.
It's an Afikoman bag. An Afikoman bag.
An Afikoman bag made out of 2 pieces of paper. So go find, and at any point of this video, you can pause and start again, rewind if you need to see the directions again. So you're going to need to get 2 pieces of paper. Now I'm using 2 plain white pieces of paper. I'm making the assumption that most people have white printer paper in their house. You can use it with paper with lines, or you can even reuse a piece of paper that you have from a packet that you're not using anymore. Other ideas, coloring book pages, excellent. You can print something out from the internet that has Pesach on it. You can use construction paper. Etsy had the idea you can also use foam, or if you have felt. But we're gonna do it with 2 pieces of paper, the easiest way to make it, and you can make it your own, okay? So you can pause the video now, you can go get yourself. This is what you're gonna need for now. 2 pieces of plain paper, something to stick it together. So either tape, glue stick, and if your parents let you, use a stapler. And I would like you to do as much of this project on your own and not do it with your parents. This is something you all can do. Maybe even make it a surprise for your parents for Pesach, okay? And then if you can go get your box of markers or colored pencils for decorating, okay? So go get those supplies, hit pause on the video, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Oh, right, Yeladim. They can also use stickers. Awesome. Okay, Yeladim, we're back. So now look what you're going to do with your 2 pieces of paper. The first piece of paper you're going to fold in half. Actually, show them how you fold it in half. Do it high enough so everyone can see.
So you fold it in half like you're gonna make a card, and then you press down on it.
All right, so the first one is folded in half. This is good math skills for you. This is half. Okay, then Etsy's going to show you. She's going to use on one side a stapler. So Etsy, show them how you're going to seal it.
You don't want to go too in.
Okay, you want to try to stay on the edge. Okay.
You don't want to be too on the end that it will be, and you don't want to staple the whole way up. You just want to do 3 staples.
Okay, 1 at the end, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the other end. You see how Etsy did that? Now, you can do both ends with a stapler if you have access to a stapler. We're going to give you another option. You can do it with tape. Etsy, can you show them how you can tape it? Now, if you have, Etsy happens to have in her craft box, she has pretty tape that has pretty colors on it. You can do this part with pretty tape, and it'll help add decoration to the design.
So you want to press it, and you're going to flip it over, and you're going to fold the tape, and you want to press it down, and you want to get all the bubbles out so it looks clear. And then you might want to put another piece of tape depending on if there's any holes. Like, you don't want a hole, because if there's a hole, then it could break, and it could break.
Okay, so those were 2 options. If you do not have tape or stapler, you can also use glue. So put some glue on the edges.
You need this one.
This one that Etsy made before, that was made with glue. What she did was she only put a little glue on each edges and then sealed it together. Again, you don't want to glue it too far because you're going to want to be able to put mats inside your Afikoman bag. Okay, now you're going to take the second piece of paper. Now this is a little trickier. You're going to want to divide this into 3 pieces. Okay, so not a half. So you're going to fold it this way, like a 1/3 of the way. And then you're going to do it again another 1/3 of the way. Then you're going to find the biggest piece and you're going to cut it. Okay? And this is going to be your flap of your Afikoman bag. Now Etsy's going to show you how you put your flap on. You want to really pay attention, because if you don't do it right, it won't work.
Okay, so you're going to take it, you're going to line it up with here. Then you're going to take whatever you're using to secure it on, tape, stapler, or glue, or maybe something else that you want to use. And you're going to open up the flap, and you're going to apply the sticky.
Okay, if you need to look at how she did that again, you can stop and rewind and look again. She's opening up the flap.
Then you're going to want to flip it over And if you're using a stapler, you won't need it to really do this step since it goes on both sides. But if you're using a glue stick or tape, that you're gonna want to flip it over and apply. Then if you see anything that's messed up, this is the time to fix it. Then you could test it to see if it closes. And you're going to want to press down on it. And then you have a flip.
Okay, and if in any part you didn't do it exactly like that, just go back and watch the video again. It's 2 pieces of paper.
And there's no mistake in art.
And there's no mistake in art, my artist says. Okay, so this is your Afikoman bag. Do it the best that you can. Excellent. So now the back on Etsy's, we just did a little decoration. It is the Chag HaAviv, it is the spring holiday, so this is a great opportunity. If you have stickers or you have gems or you have a way to make something beautiful, flowers or anything like that, you can do that on the back. On the front, also design, decorate any way you want. The last part I want you to do on it is to write the word Afikoman. So I'm going to spell out Afikoman for you. You can pause now and come back with an iparon. Come back with a pencil. Okay? So the first letter, and again, you want to make it centered. Okay? So while I do it, Etsy's going to put it on, she's going to write it down so you can see how to do it. The first letter you're going to write is an aleph. Write an aleph. And you can look up at the screen and you can see how I wrote an aleph. Okay. After the aleph, again, if you're not done with your aleph, you can pause it. Then you're going to write a fey. Write a fey. Remember, we start at the top and go around. Then we're going to write a yud. Write a yud. And then we're going to write a kuf. And then we're going to write a cholam malay. That's a vav with a dot on top. Then we're writing a mem, and then a nun sofi. Now I want you to look at Etsy's right now, and make sure, stop moving it, sweetheart, and make sure that yours has the same letters. And remember, you did this with a pencil, so if there's any mistakes, you can erase it and do it again. All right, now once you've done this part, use your imagination, use your pencils, use your markers, use your crayons, and trace over that word Afikoman. Now, if you have stickers or gems or things like that that would fit over here, you can do that too. Make sure that no supplies that you're using are chametz. So you want to make sure that when you're working, you're clean down your surface and that your hands are clean. Thank you. Okay, this is your Afikoman bag. Now, if you had any problems doing this, please call me and my crafter Etsy will help you with it. I'd love to see your pictures of it. And again, if you're missing a part of what to do, just rewind the video back to that part and you can watch it again. And again, if you're confused about something to do, call me. But this is the first of our home crafting with Morishira and Etsy. We'll have more for you another time.